Embark with us on a transformative journey to greatness, inspired by the wisdom of Seneca, who said it is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. Today, we'll delve into 15 brutal truths rooted in Stoic principles, which have been guiding individuals through life's complexities since ancient Greece and Rome. By embracing Stoicism's core values of resilience, self-control, and rationality, we'll learn to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. And don't forget to subscribe for more insightful videos on Stoic wisdom, so you can stay on the path to greatness. Truth number 1. You are not that important. Epictetus said, "It is not events that disturb the minds of men, but the view they take of them." This quote reminds us that our personal significance is often exaggerated in our minds. By understanding that our perspective shapes our experiences, we can diminish the undue importance we place on ourselves and focus on what truly matters. Recognizing our place in the larger scheme of things can help us maintain humility and clarity. Truth number 2. You're weak if you lose your temper. Marcus Aurelius said, "How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it?" Losing your temper is a sign of weakness because it shows a lack of control over your emotions. Anger often causes more harm than the issue that sparked it. By maintaining calmness and composure, you demonstrate strength and resilience, which allows for more rational and effective responses to problems. Truth number 3. Difficult things are good for you. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Challenges and hardships are essential for personal growth and mental fortitude. Just as physical exercise strengthens the body, facing and overcoming difficulties strengthens the mind. Embracing challenges rather than avoiding them helps build resilience and character. Truth number 4. Perfection is paralysis. Zeno of Citium said, "Better to trip with the feet than with the tongue." Striving for perfection can lead to inaction because the fear of making mistakes prevents progress. It's better to take imperfect actions than to be immobilized by the pursuit of flawless outcomes. Learning and growth come from taking steps, even if they are imperfect. Truth number 5. It always takes longer than you think. Epictetus said, "No great thing is created suddenly." Achieving significant goals requires time, patience, and persistent effort. Recognizing that progress often takes longer than anticipated helps manage expectations and fosters perseverance. Understanding this can prevent frustration and disappointment when results are not immediate. Truth number 6. You can't escape change. Marcus Aurelius said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." Change is an inevitable part of life, and resisting it only causes suffering. By accepting that everything is in constant flux, we can adapt more readily and find peace in the impermanent nature of the world. Embracing change allows us to grow and evolve. Truth number 7. It's never too late to change. Seneca said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." The fear of starting anew or making changes can be paralyzing, but it is never too late to make positive changes in life. Taking the first step requires courage, but it opens the door to new opportunities and growth, regardless of age or past failures. Truth number 8. Mind your own business. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Focusing on our own actions and responsibilities rather than meddling in others' affairs promotes personal integrity and peace. By minding our own business, we conserve energy for self-improvement and avoid unnecessary conflicts and distractions. Truth number 9. Pleasure passes quickly, but the shame remains. Seneca said, "Pleasure, when it is at the greatest, is at the least." Momentary pleasures often lead to lasting regrets if they are pursued without consideration of long-term consequences. True contentment comes from virtuous actions and wisdom, rather than fleeting indulgences that may bring shame and guilt. Truth number 10. Learn to remain quiet. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Silence can be a powerful tool for learning and understanding. By listening more and speaking less, we gain insights, avoid unnecessary conflicts, and show respect for others' viewpoints. Practicing quietness cultivates patience and mindfulness. Truth number 11. You're gonna meet awful people. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Encountering unpleasant or harmful people is inevitable. Rather than leaning to their level of evil or harboring resentment, we should strive to maintain our own integrity and composure. Choosing not to respond or responding with dignity and kindness reflects true strength and character. Truth number 12. Stop wanting recognition. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Seeking external validation and recognition can detract from genuine self-improvement and fulfillment. True virtue lies in being good for its own sake, not for the approval of others. Focusing on our own values and actions is more rewarding than chasing accolades. Truth number 13. The grudge you're holding is meaningless. Marcus Aurelius said, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." Holding grudges consumes mental and emotional energy, disrupting our inner peace. Letting go of resentment allows us to live in harmony with ourselves and the world around us. Forgiveness and acceptance free us from the negative influence of past wrongs. Truth number 14. You are going to die. Marcus Aurelius said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Acknowledging the inevitability of death can be a powerful motivator to live fully and meaningfully. Recognizing our mortality encourages us to prioritize what truly matters, make the most of our time, and live with purpose and authenticity. Truth number 15. No one is coming to save you. Epictetus said, "The only way to happiness is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Relying on external forces or people for salvation is futile. True strength and happiness come from within, through self-reliance and accepting responsibility for our own lives. By focusing on what we can control, we empower ourselves to create our own path." As we conclude this journey, bear in mind that it's just the starting point. Stoic philosophy offers timeless wisdom that encourages self-awareness, resilience, and personal responsibility. By internalizing these principles, we can navigate life's challenges with greater composure and purpose. Embracing our own insignificance, controlling our emotions, welcoming change, and taking ownership of our lives lead to a fulfilling and meaningful existence. Remember, the Stoics didn't promise an easy life, but they did promise a life of purpose, character, and wisdom. Don't hesitate to engage with our community by liking, subscribing, and sharing your thoughts and experiences. Thank you for being part of this community.